ripping around on the new edge since I did the clutch. Open H-pipe, essentially. Just letting out all the freedoms of America out into the open and the wild. And unfortunately for me and all the car enthusiasts, the United States police, I guess they're just communists or something, because they don't like hearing that. They want to give you a ticket. So in today's video, we're going to be fixing it, still keeping the car loud, restricting some of the bald eagleness. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the open H-pipe and essentially go to having mufflers, unfortunately, but it's going to sound good. So without further ado, I almost dropped the phone. Let's get into the last drive, open H-pipe, and then we'll go ahead and get to fabricating up an exhaust for this thing. So rowdy feeling. So we got the 2-valve in the bay with all of its glorious freedom sounds. We're gonna restrict a little bit of these bald eagles right fast. Go ahead and get some mufflers on this. Look how much bald eagles this car has. Oh my gosh. Got the wrap ruined by how much rubber's in the back, because you know, lights these 275s up in 5th gear. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we got some flowmasters to go on this thing. Old school, works really good. We got the 40 series. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing up and show you what we're already working with, because it already has a little bit of exhaust work done to it that already makes it scream, as you can see in the previous clip. But we're gonna make it scream, sound good, and not be as raspy and rumbly and all that stuff as what it is with no mufflers. So yeah, we got the best option here, and we're gonna go ahead and get it on. All right, so like I said, we are truly Americanizing this thing out right now. You look here, we got the glorious high flow catalytic converters, is what we'll call those, that run up there to the exhaust manifolds, run back to this H-pipe here, and we did have an exhaust that went right about there. And as you can see, like I said, we've been letting the bald eagles absolutely eat on this thing, and so we don't have any mufflers right now. And we're gonna change that. Like I said, I am not a fabricator, but we're gonna give it our best shot at fabricating up an exhaust for this thing that runs out the back and over the axle, so I stop, you know, burning the underside of the car probably, with this thing shooting massive fireballs under here. All right, so we went ahead and got everything mocked up. So these actually just slid kind of over here, so that's gonna be really nice for welding them on. But we got them slid on, kind of mocked up to where I want them to be at, which looks really good, flush, even. Gonna have the exhaust come back over the axle and run back to where it needs to go. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to put the over the axle pipes on. That way I know exactly where I need to weld these mufflers up at. And it's looking pretty good so far. Well, boys, I told you, I ain't no professional, but this is looking pretty solid. So I got the axle, over the axle part, put back up, and you can see it's lined up there. We got it lined up there, looking pretty good. Coming underneath, it actually is going to clear. So before it's hitting the upper control arm right there, on both sides, I've got it to where it's gonna clear that now, and running down and into the mufflers on both sides, essentially just slid on for right now. I am going to weld it on this side, so weld here, essentially weld it here, and I'm trying to figure out a way that I don't have to weld back here, because every time I have to take it off, I have to cut it, which is not fun, but might end up having to weld it just simply because of clearance. But Sean's on the way back with some 2.5-inch clamps, just like the standard clamps. I'm gonna see if I can clamp it, and if it holds and doesn't come loose, we're gonna try that, and hopefully that works, because then I'll be able to take the H-pipe down pretty easily, because we did a slip joint here, and unfortunately it is like rust welded together. You can see the clamps are completely loose, and I could not get these out, and that is the reason we cut the mufflers when we were doing the clutch. So essentially, I'm hoping that I can clamp this part up here. That way, when we have to pull the exhaust, we can pull it down, leave the mufflers hooked up to the H-pipe essentially. And by that point, I'll have a complete custom exhaust on this car. But yeah, I think it's gonna sound really, really good. I'm just waiting on him to get back, then I can undo the battery and go ahead and start tacking everything up. Normally, I'm not a fabricator, but today, I am fabricator. My Harbor Freight mask, the auto darkening is no longer auto darkening. It is just flashing black. This just went really south really quick. Now, before I do show you these welds and how it's looking, I do want to clarify, I said I am not a fabricator or a welder, and it's definitely showing. Also, we're using the Harbor Freight Flux Core Special, so it's not going to be the best. So we're looking... Damn! We're looking pretty broker welded up here, right here. Yeah, she's got some nice boogers the entire way. I actually started figuring it out towards the end, I guess, is the best way of putting it. There's some nice welds. Turns out if you read the settings that are on the inside of the welder, it definitely helps with welding the exhaust. And I literally, I think, laid down the last like 5 minutes by the settings on the welder, and it did way better than before. That's on me. But it's done. I think it's gonna sound good, and that's really all that matters. And so we got the tips and everything situated. I think it's gonna be good. So let me go ahead and get everything down, get the battery back connected, and get her ready to do a first startup and show you what it sounds like. Alrighty, so little teaser there of inside the bay after we got it done, getting the exhaust running, and honestly, it does sound really good. Definitely that kind of classic muscle car sound. I think that's what the Flowmaster 40 really capsules, is when you do it, it's like every car has that kind of classic rumble to it, and honestly, that's kind of what the 2-valve needs. It needs a little bit of that classic kind of muscly car sounding. Sounds like it's got a big V8 in it, when really it's just a little 4.6, but hey, honestly, I think it sounds really good, and so we're gonna actually get some other clips of it running out, out and about. We got Sean here, he's gonna be filming for me, and I'm gonna take it out for some rips, get some inside POV, just some outside clips, and just show you what it sounds like from afar. And dang, this car looks good. Are you filming off 2 phones right now?
I am. Guy in the truck gave the nastiest look.
After seeing the clips back, it sounds good. We got to work on Sean's camera skills on getting the good angles, but as you can see, we took a trip out to Mexico just to see what it sounds like, and it sounds great. The Flowmasters really hit the spot on that kind of classic sound. Still makes the car pretty loud. It's not going to be deafeningly loud. You won't be, Coyote Mustang loud or anything like that, but you'll be plenty of loud and terrorize the streets probably on your own with this setup. Honestly, this car has, like I said, off-road H-pipe, then the Flowmaster 40s on everything else is stock right over the axles, 2.5-inch exhaust, right on out the back. It honestly sounds really, really good. I think in the future, we might throw some long tubes. I think that's the only thing that can really make it better. A set of long tubes, maybe up in the diameter to a 3-inch exhaust. But for now, it sounds really, really good, and I am really happy with the way this car has kind of turned out. As of now, as you can see, it's not sitting here. I don't really have much left to do on the build. The car is pretty much done for the time being. We're gonna drive it and enjoy it. It's got the clutch in it, fresh clutch, exhaust in it, suspension, Brembos, all that stuff. So hopefully I can get about a year of enjoyment out of it before I start going off the deep end, and next thing you know, it's got a built motor, a big single turbo, and a TH400. No, I'm just kidding. This car will never get any of that stuff, but it is a super fun car. If you don't have a new Edge Mustang, you should go pick one up. Probably the best bang for your buck money can buy in the car game. As far as fun, for a dollar, amazing cars. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video, pretty much. Putting an exhaust on the new Edge Mustang, like I said, I love it. It sounds so good. These cars sound good. This car sounds good, but the new Edge sounds better. 2-valve sound better than Coyotes. Won't lie to you. 4.6s in general sound better than Coyotes. Argue in the comment section down below, guys. But anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't mind clicking that like button and subscribing to the channel. If you want to see more Mustang content, we got plenty of it on the way, guys. So I hope you'll have a great rest of y'all's day. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one.